Hello everybody, Haloz 213 here with another video, and today we're talking about an update that I needed to get out. For those who are wondering, I have been a bit busy. I know there's a lot of people like saying, Haloz, you're constantly taking off stream, like what are you doing? Well, it does become somewhat of a balancing act. I think everyone's, had this in their life where they're trying to juggle family, friends, a girlfriend, and a job. So I've been fairly busy as of late. And I haven't had much time to, put into the stream in that regard. So I thought I'd make a quick update video on that. I mean, with as far as time goes, even now, I'm literally just made an image that I'm scrolling through for this update. So it's not too crazy of an edited video because I didn't have time to edit too much of it. Besides editing the music and the ending and off. So I just wanted to let you guys know that there's a couple of things changed on the channel. This is kind of like what I'm calling a revision or update for the channel to make it easier for me to run it, while at the same time not making it too taxing on myself, and at the same time is giving some incentives for those people who have been supporting the stream for this while, and making it more interesting so it's not the same thing over and over again. So as of right now, the current plans for my update on my channel is going to be three things. One, I am removing my week schedule in that regard. What does this mean exactly for that point, for the week schedule for how I stream and stuff? I'm removing it because realistically, well, there's times, like, it's a double-edged sword, right? There's times I call off days for stream, and because of that, people want to do stuff that day, and I said, well, on my schedule, I don't have a stream. So it collides like that, and then there's, days where I don't want to stream, but it's labeled as a stream. So I end up having to post a notification when people are patiently waiting for me to stream that day. So altogether, I'm just removing the schedule because I want to be able to, just stream when I want to, Like I said before, it's not really a business right now, so trying to set a set schedule of that makes it a bit harder. There might be a couple streams in the future I might post about on our Discord, saying, hey, I'm going to go live on this day doing this thing, if you want to come hang out, let's play some games or we'll react to some games. And, with that being said, it allows me then to make more time for when I can stream, vice versa to when waiting for the schedule to allow me to stream, on top of the fact that it's also allowing me to, take those days where I need to take off without having to post to you guys every time on Discord. I'm taking this set amount of days off. So how Discord's going to work, I might post when I go live at certain weeks ahead so you guys know. But also, I'm going to use Discord as kind of just like a place with notifications going up. So in my live updates chat after this update video, there will no longer be me posting, I'm taking the day off for wellness or whatever. Because, at this point, it's kind of just me posting the same thing over and over again. So you're no longer seeing those notifications. You'll just see the, standard, what's it called? Haloz went live notifications. So that's one big thing. The next thing I'm going to go over really quick is the overlay. Now, a lot of you like my seasonal changing overlay where I constantly change between the seasons and stuff. Well, two things I have to stop doing that. And reasons why, I should say. Two reasons why I should have to stop doing that. One, because that means that every once in a while when a video dump or I change the overlay, it takes a truckload of time just to change all of the content in it to match how I like it. So I'm going to be sticking to one overlay from now on, except instead of this just being, one overlay I kind of just threw together that I kind of like that has nothing to do with or visually look like my channel. I've actually got, myself as an artist and two other people on Fiverr I actually hired to make me make this new overlay. So it's actually a custom overlay for the Haloz channel, so that's the exciting bit for me. I personally am excited about it. Some of you probably won't care. That's perfectly fine. I don't expect, this update to wow anybody. Because there's things that people will like probably in here and might be wowed, but this is not like, oh my god, he's doing what? That's amazing, So keeping that in mind, the overlay itself is kind of just something like to make it easier on me and then something visually nice to look at that matches the channel. I might add little ditties in the overlay during like seasonal events, like if it's Christmas, I might throw a Christmas decorations inside the overlay, but that's pretty much it. For the last point I wanted to get through, and this is kind of the exciting point for everyone, who may have seen this. I may have hinted it on my Discord And I've also may have, if you were on my Twitch, I was fooling around with this part right here. The badges. And what is the badges? Now, so on Twitch, you can set you can set up custom badges for bits amounts. And personally, I know there's a lot of people who are gonna be like, "Oh, is this just encouraging to spend money on your channel?" Now, before I get your, panties in a twist there, Chief, essentially what I'm doing is I've taken the time, because I just want to have more cool badges. I want to do artwork for badges of little ditties you guys can unlock. So what I did was I made a whole slew of badges that match the bit. I meant a whole slew of badges that match the bit amounts. Essentially, that you can, if you go to a certain amount, you get a badge. People won't be able to see them in that regard, like if you're in chat, but however, I might at some streams put up like the chat as like a custom thing, so it shows up on my stream, so people can see what cool badges you have. And what I'm going to do is kind of like a nice little thing for you guys here. To show you what's available, because I know a lot of people be like, well, I will never see it unless I get to that amount. I'm going to show you right after, I'm done explaining that. But before I get into the badges and start looking at them and showing them off to you guys, there is one thing I wanted to go over. The bits badges are not a requirement to be in this channel. That's not something that I want you guys to go for. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to support the stream, but what I did was for these badges, I kind of kept the funny ones and the people ones that wanted more wanted more to unlock in kind of the beginning and middle area. And all the higher tier badges aren't that great, but I did it because I want people who want the, content, like they want to get involved and want to see this type of stuff, don't have to spend a truckload of money just to get to them. On top of the fact is, as far as badges go, like, no one's going to be able to see it minus yourself, so it's kind of like your own stylization of how you want to look at your monitor when you're on my stream. So this is kind of like, again, like I said, that niche where some people be like, hell yeah, I want to do that, and then there'll be some people who have no care in the world for this because it does not matter. But again, it's just something fun for you guys. With that being said, let's get into the badges. So, we'll start near the first couple of few here. So, essentially, the first bit badge for 1 bit is going to be the Murder Gremlin, or Alex's emote, or / badge. I made one for him because he's been on my channel. He's very supportive. I love the guy, Alex. If you're watching, amazing guy you are. You got your own badge. If you donate 1 bit, you get this amazing badge. And then also for the people who are going to be asking, why are the sizes so small? I made them small. They're going to be a bit pixelated on the screen because I'm opening a photo. This isn't a Photoshop document right now, so they're going to be a bit pixelated in that regard. But anyway, so we have that. 100 bits is our crew badge. For those who don't know, we used to be called the crew. At least that's what we call our, group of friends that we play with. So that's kind of like our, if you want to be a part of the crew, get the crew badge. And it's 100 bits. It's something just fun and little that if you just want to join in. Next, we have at the 1,000 mark is Zach's game 24/7. It's a missing texture badge. Essentially, that's my game 24/7. For those who watch this stream and know what I'm talking about, where my game's always broken, you know. Then at 5K is the standard Haloz badge. It's kind of cool. The next we have is kind of another game reference. It's for the r/no-sleep on Minesweeper. For those who don't know, a little while ago I used to do a lot of r/no-sleep on text-to-speech while playing a game, so I'd have it playing in the background. And I'd be playing a game where I don't talk, and it'd be kind of just me commentating after the story of how well it was written in story logic. So going after that, we have Timmy's Grave. For those who don't know, this is a Payday 2 reference to our glory Payday 2 days. I had a turret named Timmy. He died. It was very dramatic. It was very painful. Anyway, moving on, we have our what I like to call the Minecraft badges. So at 50K, there is Johnny's Plan, Murder Horses, Fight the Ground, Amazing Badge 10/10, my standard Haloz Minecraft skin badge, and the Skyrim The End badge. So it's kind of like, the ending of the Vita characters I made for seasons 1 through 3. The next ones we have is going to slowly lead into the cruise badges, we like to call them. We have Rob's uncompleted game stash. We have a joke in our Discord. Well, we had it a little while ago, which was Rob has like a bunch of games on his Steam he hasn't completed yet, so he's slowly getting through all of them, so it's kind of a little joke there. We have our Catbot badge. It's basically a cat Halo helmet. I didn't really know how to, show Catbot in his true glory, so I kind of just made him a Halo helmet to match the theme of the channel. Next up, we have the DBD Halo perk badge. So fun fact about this one, I did this artwork a little while ago because I was trying to make custom badges for DBD, and since we stopped playing it for a while, I kind of just threw them away. So I was like, hey, I might as well revamp one of them and use them for icon. Next one we have is Sniper Life. This is why. Snipe badge is a really nice, gimmick for those who don't know the big clip that I have on my channel. Go check it out. It's me and a couple of friends playing Siege and me getting angry about running full in and getting murdered. The next one we have is Grim the DM. It's kind of like a joke because off of stream we actually do Dungeons and Dragons and Grim's our DM, so shout out to that. Who knows, we might be able to do a D&D campaign in the future. Who knows? Number 700, or not number 700, the next badge is for 7,000k. It's a What Does the Ghastly Say badge, or It Speaks for those who know the meme and how horrid it is. You know. Oh, you know. The next one is another Halo's badge. It's going to be the Halo's Among Us badge, so it's just an Among Us character. And the next one is the Infecto badge. For those who don't know, in my Warframe playthrough series, Infecto, my Hemleth, is extremely buggy, and we're pretty sure he's possessed my cat. Even though I ejected Infecto out of the airlock, he's now, glitching up other pets. Now he can glitch up our Twitch chat, which is very great, apparently. Moving on, we have the Metal is Trolling badge. Pretty self-explanatory. If you want this badge, you want it. It's for 1 million. I don't expect people to go for this one. That's right, I said it, Metal. Come at me. So there's that. It's pretty funny. It's Metal laughing. And then the next badge is the Reverse Ace badge. For those who don't know, in Valorant, which it is a Valorant rocket launcher, raises it rocket launcher to be more precise, I kill a lot of people with my abilities by accident that do damage. So I thought how funny it would be just to make a badge about it. The next one is we have the FNAF Halo's badge. It's pretty much my Spartan as a FNAF character, kind of thrown together. It was extra artwork I had that I wanted to get out there. So by all means, if you want to get that, it's a nice way to say, hey, good job, Halos, for beating all those FNAF games. Minus the VR one, I still have not beaten that. The next badge after that is the typical badass. It's Wraith with cool sunglasses, the plays, kind of commemorate all the good plays that we had while playing a lot of FPS games. Some on Apex and some on others. The next badge we have here is the Beak's Rampage. It's pretty much Beak going berserk. It's a classic Beak move. And being careless and reckless, as you do, but extremely devastating. Next one we have is Ghost Puppy. So there's actually two things to that. It's kind of commemorates a couple of things. One, it's a kind of a shout to Phasmophobia when Rob's dog scared the daylights out of us. But it's also to commemorate, recently we lost our dog, Happy. He was a Shih Tzu. He just passed to old age, so I kind of wanted something to remember him by. So I made this badge for him. Not to mention my grandparents, after they lost the dog, because it was technically their dog, they got a new one. So it's kind of like, it's to commemorate that and do hopes to our puppy that we got. On top of the fact, it's just a cute little badge to have. If you like cute things, this will be the badge for you. Next one is we got Halo's the Sword, and that's kind of like the, it's the sword from a little backstory I had from the character who was on stream, or not on stream, the little emoticon, the Spartan guy with the red and blue armor. His little backstory to that, if you care about the lore. Anyway, we have a Clipping Pro, which is kind of just a golden Twitch icon. It's like, hey, thanks, you clipped all the stuff, great. 4 million. I have Best Girl. You know who she is. Not going to explain. Moving on. The second to last one we have is Completionist, and that's the monkey bomb with Unstoppable in front of it. Yeah, I kind of looked into like Twitch icons and what's cool and what isn't. And something that struck me as really cool is when you have one layer kind of glow white while the other one glows black. So when you're on dark mode, like I am right now with like the black background, it looks like the monkey's being illuminated. It just looks like the text "Unstoppable" is on there. But if you actually switch this into, if you switch this into light mode, the monkey's background will actually dissipate and Unstoppable glows over the monkey, which is really cool in my opinion. So there's that neat little badge for the near in the end, and then last one is the ultimate Haloz, which is just a glowing badge that is white. Just a nice little homage to the hey, you made it. You didn't have to do it. Like I said, all of these ones near the end are kind of meh. There's a couple that are like, oh, that's cool, but otherwise, in my opinion, nothing really to check a stick at. The main goal of this is that you guys will probably go for the ones that are lower here for you guys, that are more entertaining and fun in my opinion. With that being said, that's all the bit badges, excuse me. God dang it. So with that being said, by all means, these will probably be, if they're not up already, by the time this video goes live, they will be accessible on my next stream, and you guys will see the new overlay that we had made, or I had made, technically speaking. And all the new changes will be in place by the time this video comes up. I know this has kind of been like a bit crazy, thrown together type of video, but I didn't have much time. Like I said in the beginning, time is kind of not on my side. But I just wanted to take this last moment, like I do at the end of every update. I'm all gonna say it because you guys are like, oh, Haloz, you say this too much. Move on. It's like, nah, I got to do it. Thank you for the support. You guys are great. For those who show up on the chat, I know it's not a big community, but for those who do show up, it means a lot. Getting to chat with you guys and hang out makes me feel loved. No, I'm kidding. I got Suki for that. With that being said, you guys are always great to hang out with. Let's shoot for hopefully a great 22. With that being said, you can go check out my stream. If you don't know about my stream at this point, it's on Twitch, Haloz2131 on Twitch, and then YouTube. And then just because I feel like being an evil bastard, you can go check out Suki Eldrea on DLife, Twitch, Odyssey, and YouTube as well at Suki Eldrea. With that being said, have a wonderful day, and Haloz out!